welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika. Welcome to Gopala Magazine Page channel where we make content for artists and creative entrepreneur. In today's video guys, we're gonna be looking at how to make a greeting cards on Zazzle. So I'm gonna be covering a short tutorial explaining you how to make a card onto Zazzle as a product or even as a print-on-demand designs. If you're looking forward to selling cards onto Zazzle, so I'm gonna be showing you how to make a one. So let's hop onto my laptop and the process begin. Before I go to part, consider clicking the like button guys, I really appreciate that. And if you want more such video, consider subscribing to our channel. Hit the bell icon because we upload daily videos, so you'll be getting notified about it when we do so. And also guys, we have a bunch of the free resources. The link are in the description box below, or simply head over to globalcreative.com, check out the free section, download all the freebies that contains full commercial license. So you can use it for making your own print-on-demand designs or for okay guys, let's hover to our laptop with the bag and the process begins on making the card. Currently we are on to Zazzle and I have tagged in my section as a greeting cards. So we're just gonna look some of the greeting cards. We're going to do a market research onto the Zazzle and then we're gonna make our own greeting card. So just search for it. And in the previous video, I have already shown you how to make a thank you card. That was just a simple thank you card. You can check out the that video in the card section above. So probably we're going to cover another type of card in today's video. And yeah guys, so these are the different kinds of cards ideas that you can make: the wedding, the thank you, the birthday, the birth announcement, and so on and so forth. So probably we're gonna be making some different kind of card today. Let me just do a research a little bit so that probably you guys also know how to do a research and then actually making your own product onto the Zazzle to get the sales. So you can see that on the very first page, the Father's Day card is popular. So Mother's Day card is also popular. These kind of cards are goes in the trends when the season is there. If you're making a birthday card, or even the congratulation card, the thank you card, these cards are kind of like popular all throughout the year. So there are a bunch of the different ideas are there, guys. You can see what you can go and pick up over here. So these are a bunch of the Father's Day card. You can see this is a quite simple text-based design is there only. That's it guys. That means a simple text-based design also do sells well. You don't need to use all the floral illustrations to make a card. You can make the simple text-based cards as well. So it depends. So let me just see some card ideas where you can what we can hop over. Okay, so today we will going to make a happy birthday card, and that could be a simple happy birthday card. I'm not gonna go detail into making that kind of cards. Probably just go over to our product sections. Let's make the card. So this is the dummy store that I made for the purpose of the tutorial, and in the previous video guys I shown you how to make this kind of card. Check out that video. I'm gonna leave that in the card section above, but in that I shown you how to make this card. So today we're going to make another card. So let's go over to your shop. Once you're at the shop, you're gonna see the bunch of the options over here. Just go to the product option, and then there are the two options: a quick create and create new product. I have talked a lot many times what these two options look like. Quick create, you're getting the facility to upload one designs on multiple different products at just one time, like in just one phase. Create new product, you're creating one individual product at a time. So probably we're going to go to the create new product option and we're going to pick up a card and then start designing the card. Okay, so you are entered over to this area. Now we need to make a greeting card. So I'm going to just click over to the greeting cards section. You can even click over to the thank you cards or invitations, announcement if you are looking forward to make an invitation. So just scroll down. We're going to make a birthday cards. So let me just scroll down a bit more. Okay, so here are the templates guys. Now you need to pick up a kind of a template that suits best for you. You can pick up whatever you want to, but probably I'm gonna be going with the shape, with the size of the card. Let me see. So I'm gonna be going with this one. That's the flat card 5x7. This card. Okay, so just click over to this card over here. I'm gonna take you to the area where you can design your own card. Okay, so here is the area. You can choose the envelope color, white only or none. choose the size of the card, and do all the detailing of a year, the shape, and all those things. You can choose the paper type. Do you want the matte or the photo finish? What kind of card you want? The printing processes and all the details over here. So I'm going to probably going to the add image over area because we need to design our card. You can simply go to the text area as well. Now here are the bunch of the options, just giving you a quick intro about the designer tool in the Jazzle, because I've touched on this tool a lot many times in my videos. You can check out the complete playlist. But here is the text. You can add the text from this area. You can add the elements, the icons, the different kinds of backgrounds. You can upload your own files, your own images and graphics from My Files option. Then go over to the upload images and upload from your computer or from your phone as well. You can see the details of this product. You can look at the different layers at the back and front and so on and so forth. You can see out the help area and get the help from the Jazzle itself. Then these are the different options, like you can undo, redo, forward, and the tilting of the card, the alignment, the guidelines. If you want a grid lines, you can mask the layers and do all those stuffs over here. So let's get straight with the today's tutorial about the cards, so greeting cards. So probably today I think I'm gonna go with a kind of like a texture from my own computer. Now these are the textures and gradients that I make. So I'm gonna be picking up one textures from this one for my greeting card. So probably I think I'm gonna go with the watercolor texture because I really love them. So I'm gonna go with this texture over here. So I'm just scroll up and you can pick up any kind of background you wanna go with that, guys. But probably I'm gonna go with this kind of background and just scroll it down so that it covers the almost part of the card. Okay. So now it's covering the base of the card. Now we need to write the text over it. Since it's the birthday card and this is a simple watercolor texture that I made it from my own hand onto a piece of paper, and then I digitalized it in the Photoshop. And you can check out my designing channel as well, where I talk mostly about how to design using the Photoshop, Illustrator, and different tools. Description box below, you can check it out because where I talk a lot about that. I digitalized this watercolor texture which I made on traditionally onto the piece of paper. But anyhow, guys, let's move forward. So I'm going to be adding a text over here. So since it's a birthday card, so I probably just writing a simple happy birthday. That's all I'm going to write over here and then click over OK. I'm going to change the font from over here. Now these are the bunch of the different options over here. You can edit the text, you can edit the font, the color, the size, justification, the scale. You can either rotate it, flip it, and there are some bunch of the options over here: the letter spacing, the line spacing, the curvature, and more options. You can very well check it out. This is the preview section, how actually your card look like. You can do the different changes and you can see that it will going to reflect over here. Okay, guys. So probably I'm going to be changing the font of this card because I don't want it to be a sans serif. I probably want something kind of like a handwriting or scripture. So just go over to the handwriting in calligraphy and pick up kind of a font you want. I will going to go with the sunlight font because I love the textures and it's looking pretty amazing. But I think I really need to increase the font size so that it actually cover the more areas. Probably I'm going to go over here and write, let's do it the 70. How actually look like. No, I just need to increase more. 80. Okay, you can either increase more of it. Probably I think I'm gonna go again with the 100. Let's see how it looks at 100. You can just adjust it, guys, according to the preview. You can see how your cards is actually looking over here. You can adjust according to and see how the text will gonna look actually in your card, and you can just shift it and can do the tilting and all those kind of stuff. Now this is a simple watercolor texture based birthday card. You can add the different kinds of pop-up over here. You can add the different kinds of elements from here, and you can just decorate your card the way you want to and do all those extra materials that you can add over here. But probably I think that I'm happy the way the card is looking because my purpose was only to make this a watercolor kind of a texture card. So that's what I do. I pick up the watercolor texture, I write the simple happy birthday. You can even write a happy birthday to somewhere, wherever you wanna designate over here, or either you can drag or your own files. If I'm just gonna see, I'm gonna be drawing some kind of like graphic from my background. Let's see how this graphic actually look like. Now this is the flower that I made digitally. Now it's not looking good because it's already pink, so I think I won't be going with that. Maybe some other graphic if I have one here. Let me see. I don't remember exactly if I have one. Probably I think I'm happy the way card is. I don't want to add any graphics over here because it won't look that good. And probably this is the way I want it to be. So that's it. Now I think I'm going to go over to the layers section over here. I'm going to tell you what about the layers. Now this is the front part of the card, guys. You can very well go at the back side as well and add the textures. So I think at the back I'm going to be adding a texture, the same texture which I added in the front, because it will going to look a more kind of like an ad. You can probably leave the back end of your card. You can either write the name, like you can write your brand name, because if you see the brand name, uh, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna write as a pink texture. That's my brand, or maybe write it as a pinky. Pinky, Pinky, Pinky. Okay, that's my brand name for this card, guys. Anyways, you can do it what the way you want to. I'm gonna change its font. So sans serif. Probably going with the Rubik bold because I think Rubik bold will going to good. And then I need to decrease the size because I don't want it to be 100. Maybe a 40. Let's see how it's looking over here. Wait a minute, guys. Oh, I need to decrease it again because it's still bigger size. And I don't want to be that bigger because the brand logo and brand name is not that bigger in size. Probably you can increase it more, maybe a 20, and see how it looks. Okay, 20 is fine. Or even you can decrease it more and just keep it your brand name over here. Now this is not my brand name, guys. I'm just using an example over here to show you guys. If you are creating a card in the Jazzle, kind of like a birthday card, and if you want your logo, your brand name at the back of the card, because if you see the different big cards, big brand companies having a stationery products, you're going to see that they have the brand logo or brand name at the back of the card. It designates kind of like a more originality related to that brand and giving a unique touch to your own card and belonging to you. That's kind of like a watermark you can call over here. So that's what I did over here. I just write the Pinky, and Pinky is not my brand name, but I really don't come up with any name for this tutorial. So that's why I just write as a Pinky, because this is a pink watercolor texture. So that's why I wrote it as a Pinky. Pinky is not my brand name. It's just for this particular card. I'm writing it. I don't know how it come into my mind while making this card. Now you can see the different layers over here, the front and the back. We have made this thing. So let's see the front, how it's looking as a front. So you can see the front is looking like this, and this is the back end of the card. Now, once you're happy with the card, or you can see the preview of your card over here, how it's looking, and then you just need to go over to the option as a done. Either you can share this card with your friend as well, and you can invite your friend as well and do a little bit of more detailing over here, guys. See your card, how it actually going to look like to the customer, and who's going to purchase it, who's going to look like. I really love this card. In fact, if I'm going to gift someone this pink watercolor texture, I would probably buy this card from the Jazzle and would gift it to someone, because this texture I made from my own hand, and I really love the watercolor textures a lot. And this is the back end of the card, guys. Back end of the card, how it's looking, that brand name and the watercolor textures. And this is the standing front. You can probably see the different kind of mock-ups, how you're gonna card we're going to look up in the mock-ups. The front and the back you can see probably over here, and either you can take a picture of it, you can take a screenshot of your card and share it on social media, or either share it onto the Pinterest, promote your own products. And this is the way to do it, guys. You can see your card, how awesome it's looking. I really loved it. That's why I choose the watercolor texture. Probably you can choose any kind of texture over here, any kind of pattern over here to give it your card. And then once you're satisfied with that, just go to the sell it option, because since we are making this card for the purpose of selling it, so that's why it says. Now you need to name this card over here. Be specific with the title, guys. Always use the cards. Always use a product title which is related to that product only. Don't write anything random over here. Since this is a watercolor texture happy birthday card, so I'm going to be writing as a pink watercolor texture, or maybe a pattern, or maybe a background over here. And that's it. Let's see the happy birthday is coming over here or not. If not, then probably we need to write it one. Okay, it's not coming, so I think I need to write over here. Happy birthday card. It will going to come naturally once we are done with that. So I need to choose up the right departments. Make sure you're selecting your marketplace department very well, guys. Otherwise, it will going to be mass up. People looking for invitation will going to see your birthday card. So obviously, you won't be getting sales if you are going for the wrong kind of department. Now, since this is a birthday card, you're gonna see a bunch of the different birthday card option over here. The first, the 21st, 30, like depending on the age. Sweet 16, depending of kind of like what kind of you want to target over here. But I think that this one naturally we're going to go for the younger one. So probably I'm gonna be just selecting as a simple birthday only because I haven't selected over here anything like 21st birthday or 60th birthday. Probably you can do that, guys, and do it according to it. So I'm gonna be writing a beautiful watercolor texture um, birthday card for you and your loved ones. Okay, I'm making a spelling mistake over here. Let me just correct that. Okay, guys. So we are done with that. Now probably just scroll down. This is the way our card will going to look like, and I'm really happy the way it's looking. You can probably select the events and occasions. Probably I'm gonna be doing the same thing because it's related to the birthdays. So let's just select it. So birthdays. And you can select its birthday for whom. I think it's just the birthday. I'm not sure about it. I think it's for all. Maybe it's for the girl colors, maybe it's for the girl. You can probably do that. And then in the recipient, you can choose for whom it's for. But I think it's for everyone, so I won't be selecting this. Then here you need to select your store. In whichever store you want this product to be live, you can select that. And now the tags part come over here. So for the tag, guys, one thing I'm going to tell you, if you want to have multiple different characters or multiple different words for a single tag, you need to use inverted commas for that, okay? Let me show how to do that. So I'm going to be using inverted commas. We're going to write a watercolor texture card, and we're just going to close this inverted comma, and we're going to add this tag. You're going to see that this complete three letters are coming in one tag only. So you need to use the inverted commas to have all your words in one tag, okay? And you're allowed to use 10 tags only. So make sure you're using it very well. So I'm going to add more about it. Pattern, design, pink, background, texture, birthday card, creative and mind, modern design, simple, minimal, pink. So I have added a few of the tags over here, guys. It's 7 tags. You just need to fill up all the 10 tags over here. So I think I'm gonna be picking up a few. One more text style. And I have used the 9 of them. Make sure you use 10 out of 10, okay? And then you need to select the suitable audience. It's whether it's for everyone, whether it's for selected audience as well, like if it's going for an adult only or maybe bigger than that, and to select it according to it. But I think it's applicable for everyone, so I'm selecting as a G. Then you want this product to be publicly available to everyone or hidden or direct only. I think I want it to publicly show the customize option so that people can use my card as a template, and then they can customize it and personalize it according to their own personal use. You can either put it as a no, but I think that if you are just selecting as a no, then people are not getting the option to personalize and customize your card. So probably you are getting less sales because people on the Jazzle are not just buying the print on demand products. They are here to buy the products and using your designs as a template for their own specific purpose. So I think going with the yes is very amazing, and it's helpful to get the more sales. Then there are all the information, guys. You can probably select the percentage. By default it's 5. You can increase it, but I think I won't be increasing it. You can increase it according to whatever you want to do with that. Then I have the right to publish it and then post it. Guys are
I hope you really enjoyed today's video, guys. Leave the comment below, let me know what you think, and if you want more such video, then you know what to do. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video, guys. See you for the next time. Take care. Bye, guys.